So this is a deck that I've mentioned this deck a couple of times over the course of spoiler season, because I'm wondering if Tyvar is good enough to make this deck okay. Obviously, Tyvar can get back a Stickfingers or a Lhurgoyf from our graveyard, which is great. That is just fantastic. And also, let us swing in with them and then untap them, which has been, important in the couple games I've played so far. But Llanowar Loam Speaker, it can get this back. It can tap immediately. It can tap immediately regardless of how you play it, right, if you have Tyvar out. Cankerbloom, another good thing for Tyvar to get back if you need to bust up more artifacts and enchantments. Blanchwood Prowler mills us. We need that in the Stickfingers deck. Deathbonnet Sprout mills us. Need it in the Stickfingers deck. And Gnawing Vermin. This mills us, need it in the Stickfingers deck, but there's some really cool stuff with Vermin. I love the dice trigger on this thing in the format, at least theoretically. It's pretty good, but it already, like I said, I've only played like 2 games of this deck so far, and it's already killed a couple of dudes. Thalia is arguably the best, and there's way more than that even. So this is a neat little removal spell, like a la Shambling Gas, but it's not the only one we have. We have Skyfisher Spider. In one of the 2 games that I played, I actually was able to get a Poison Ivy player to scoop because we targeted the Rot Priest with Skyfisher Spider, and then we killed the Ivy with the Gnawing Vermin. So all you have to do is sacrifice the Gnawing Vermin to the Skyfisher Spider, and you get to kill one thing and maybe kill another with Gnawing Vermin's dies trigger. So I'm not sure if this card is really for this deck, but we run into a problem where we have to play removal spells in our deck. We need to interact with the board in some way or another, but this deck also wants to have like 30 creatures, so you have to have creatures that are also removal, and there's a few options for that right now, but I think Skyfisher is one of the better ones. It puts creatures in our yard, which we want. It's a good combo with Gnawing Vermin and stuff, and I put into Infernal Grasp. It's not a creature, but we're going to need removal. We're going to need removal, and we kind of have 10 removal spells if you really turn your head at it and try to see that. There's kind of 10 removal spells in the deck, so we'll try it out and see if we can eke out some wins with sticky Tyvar here today in the arena. We'll see about it. Opponent goes. We have a pretty crappy hand. It's not the hand we want. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but I should still mulligan this, right? Yeah, this is probably better. This is a better hand. Let's get rid of one of the Prowlers, probably. Sure. I wonder if we need to come up slightly on the desktop volume. Let's try that right there. Up against Kenshin Himura for our first game. Ooh, a Tyvar. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's throw down the Vermin. Pay it. Let's go. Choose ourselves. So much action on turn 1 when you play a Vermin. Oh, we milled 2 lands. Oh, no. That's terrible. It means we're less likely to hit a land with Prowler next turn, but I'm still going to play it. Opponent is on Esper mana over there. That is terrible news. It couldn't be much worse than that, could it? Yeah, I guess we'll probably just Prowler this turn and hold up the Urborg like we're gonna play it at instant speed. You know what I mean? Come on, Ratty. Yeah, we ding our opponent for 1 here. What you gonna do about this Blanchwood Prowler opponent? You gonna make disappear our Blanchwood Prowler? I kind of hope they do a little bit. So we can get back with the VAR. Nothing. Mill land. Oh, they're gonna anoint with anoint with Affliction. It's poison. We probably lose to this deck. I bet we do. Look at the Swamp. You'd think I would want the wastes. Especially considering our life total probably doesn't matter that much in this match. Means I did the wrong thing, doesn't it? I think this is the match I think it is. I think it's just like Dimir, or Esper, Poison, whatever. It's the one that plays Rafine's Tower, so it can land Path to Peril sometimes. Path of Peril? I always get it mixed up. Alright, so there's a boy in our yard, isn't there? Yeah, an Urborg Lhurgoyf. So we're going to get Bring the Ending here, I assume. Probably, Maybe we should just try to double spell Lhurgoyf into Vermin. And run the Tyvar out next turn. Let's attack. If they do have Path of Peril, then, whatever. I'm kind of okay with it, and just resolve the Tyvar the next turn. Not going to be using the Spider too much this game, unless they have, Toxic Avenger. What's it called? The new Baleful Strix thing? I forget. Let's run the Vermin out first, in case if they want to spin the Bring the Ending on that. Yeah, it's doubtful. Come on, creatures in our yard. There's some boys. Milkshaking it. Alright, let's Lhurgoyf. That gets countered, right? Come on. That's fine. It's whatever. Yeah. They bring the ending. We got a couple of rats. So rats off to us, you know. We can make it work. Infectious Inquiry, they draw 2. And they already played their land, yes. So they can't counter anything we do this turn. That's pretty hot and tempting. Let's Tyvar. Let's get back a boy. A big old boy from our yard. It's a man. It's a man. I guess Lhurgoyf is just like better technically than Stickfingers. 5/6 man. Doing manly things, I guess. I don't know. 5 mana for opponent. That's when Vraska often comes down. See if they make a treasure out of our Lhurgoyf. Augury. We go up to 2 poison on that. It's a cool deck. I do like this deck, but I get the feeling that after like 2 months, it's gonna be so annoying to play against this deck. It got like a 5-0 in League. It did 5-0 League. And I think it's like this exact deck. Which might mean up against Viewer. Because I don't know. I doubt it. We just covered this deck yesterday in a video. Founding! Okay, that's a little different. That's so good in this deck, isn't it? Dude, that's so good in this deck. Please mill us. Yeah. Thanks, man. Oh, another Tyvar, huh? Another Tyvar, huh? Well, I guess we'll just beside you that thing. It's probably the thing to do. Probably the thing to do. Hold on, let me read this card. Alright, so they just went straight to target player mills full cards. Exile target copy. It may cast a copy. Yeah, let's not let them do that, I guess. Yeah. Go ahead and channel this bad boy, and then it hits the stack and they quit the game. So that's good. They're gonna take 8 this turn. What are they at? What are they at? What are they at? They're at 15. They take at least 8 this turn. Could it technically be more? What was that? I just got some sort of doot. But I don't know. Oh, a gift has arrived for you, human. Can I please not get notifications from the stupid cats and soup game? It's such a dumb game, but here I am. On stream. Literally clicking on this hot air balloon to make sure I get the gold from it. We get to Gnawing Vermin or Sprout first turn. Let's Sprout first turn. That's the way to go. That's the way to go right there. Mister. They start on Overgrown Farmlands. Sullen 4 is the case that they gave me. Let's Deathbonded Sprout. Why is that my favorite thing to say? Oh, you know what we probably have to do before the stream's over? A couple people might be into this. We might have to do Elimination Chamber or whatever. Like, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Like, predict the stuff that happens in Elimination Chamber. Opponent started on Slaughter Singer. It's a good magic card. I like doing this. Let's Gnawing Vermin. Sorry, opponent, for the turn 2 rope. It's not like as weird as it looks, I promise. Alright, we did mill a Loam Speaker in our yard, so we're getting close on the Deathbonded Sprout. Sullen plays. Are you going to go Contaminator this turn? That'd be a thing to do. Is there hair on my lip? It's odd. I guess I do have a mustache and beard, so it's not like that weird. Yeah, don't attack. Dude, this rat'll hold you back, dude. Rat's on crack attack. Venerated Rot Priest. Alright. Alright. The party has started. Here comes a Skyfisher Spider, and Infernal Grass went into our yard because Arena. He just cannot stand us. At the sight of us, you know. Was Vermin correct that turn? I think it was. I think it probably was. There's two creatures in our yard, so Stickfingers is kind of like not big enough, but maybe we can pump him by 1 by milling. But I think we just Prowler. Of course, we can't give him all the turns in the world now because they have Rot Priest. So maybe we do Stickfingers this turn. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it because our line next turn is probably going to be Skyfisher, sacrifice to Gnawing Vermin. Hopefully we can pop a creature doing that. We'll see. Plus, I mean, don't we just want Stickfingers on the board? He's awesome. He's like the whole reason we built a deck, you know. We love Stickfingers around here. Salad Fingers, yeah. Did put a card in our yard, which is great. Or a creature, specifically. No tax. This boy's gonna grow up next turn. Was Deathbonded Sprout. Can we start attacking? I don't know. I feel like don't know, it's hard to say if we're benefited in a standoff here. In a standoff, they can just keep casting stuff on their guys and poison us out, which we don't love. But we're about to have some pretty fat stats, you know? Infectious Bite on the Gnawing Vermin. That's cool. This does say, yeah, a creature controls a target of a spell. Good to know. All right. So now we don't have the Gnawing Vermin to sacrifice, which sucks. Let's just face facts. It kind of sucks. I don't think there's a whole lot of enchantments we want to bust up against this deck. I mean, some of them do play that 1 mana white aura, or that just came out, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we want the mana. Let's Prowler. We did get a land in there. Also a creature. Ooh, Takinuma back in our hand. That's great. That's really great. I want a Prowler again? I mean, I hardly know her, but sure. That one actually makes sense and is weird when you say it out loud. Alright, let's get him with both these guys. I think I'm actually going to do it. So they do. I mean, do you want to take 9? Yeah, their guys are worth taking 9. Alright. Cool. So they just die. If they swing with both their dudes and don't play another dude, they die. They didn't, though. I'll just block up 1 here. I could kill this Singer, but I'm pretty sure they have something to protect it. So. It's our turn again. It's great, yeah. I don't want to exile a creature. For Mario, at least. Play this Forest. We have 1 mana left after this, so we can Death Pawn it still. It's awesome. That makes you feel pretty good. Sacrifice the Death Pawn it. Hey, check it out. I'm not targeting it with a spell. I'm targeting it with a creature's ability, so you don't get to give me a poison counter. Super secret tech in the format. And then you die, unless you can remove one of the dudes. And maybe they can. Yeah, they can Iganjo the Death Pawn it away. So they still go to 3. 2, rather. Oh yeah, because the Death Pawn it went to our yard. Things aren't looking good for him. Here comes a Goliath Hatchery. What? Create 2 3/3s with Toxic 1. Beginning of your upkeep, if opponent has 3 or more poison counters, choose a creature you control and draw cards equal to its toxic value. That's awesome. That's an awesome card. Alright, let's just Tenacious Underdog. And slam in. Like Sam Smith. It doesn't even like rhyme. But we put him in -16 because what are they going to do? Alright, we went 2 in a row against like 2 like C-tier decks. But I'll take the wins, you know. It's my favorite card from 1 so far. Kaya. It's not even close, dude. I love Kaya. She's so annoying, like, but she pays you. It's hard to get a 7 mana card into play without tricks, you know. But you can use tricks. You can just invoke Despair or invoke Justice. Opponent goes first. It's Chuck Yeager, everybody. Holy crap. Chuck Yeager plays Esper. Okay. I'm not sure if that tracks or not. Really not. He's going to break the sound barrier? You'd think he'd be all about speed. Aw, we drew Sprout a turn too late. That sucks. I'm still going to play it over Cankerbloom, though. Right? Sure. Are you going to make disappear this Death Pawn Sprout? I hate you. Chuck Yeager, don't do it. They did it. They did it. Alright, well, there's a creature in our yard. That's all I care about, I guess. We didn't play anything that turn. We can double spell this turn. Let's go with Gnawing Vermin. Yeah, it hung. It's hanging there. What does that mean? Counterspell. 2 lands in our yard? You have just been something else tonight already. You rat. We go to 18 to play Cankerbloom. They'll counter it? Or will they just use a removal spell? Or nothing. Yeah, they don't do anything. 4th mana. Nothing means Wandering Emperor or Urtai or something. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Let's test their Emperor skills here. No, it just... Huh. So there's 1 dude in our yard. That's poopy. Not very good. Not very good at all. Let's just play a creature. Just play Lunawar Loam Speaker. Go to 17. We're almost at the same life total. Oh, I should have played land first. So stupid. Just in case they make disappear. But I don't know. Maybe there's an argument there for baiting a make disappear by not playing a land first. Yep, depopulate. Cool, fine. I suppose that's okay. Tenacious Dog, huh? Oh, let's just resolve. Well, yeah. Yeah, let's just play both. Let's go Stickfingers and underdog here. And then I guess we can start blitzing in dog if we need to. They call him the dog. His name is the dog. The bounty hunter. What you got this turn, opponent? This is when you start really being able to pull out all the stops, Chuck Yeager. You play Planeswalkers, you can drop a land in Farewell. That'll be sick. No, they just depopulate again. Farewell is the card that we really don't want to see here, though. I know that. No, let's not use a stocky yet. I might, though, by the end of the turn. We go to 14, they go to 13, so the difference really isn't that much. Yeah, I want the Gnawing Vermin, man. This is such a bad play. I'm just throwing this away. I should have just used the EOT, but like I didn't want to give him a turn, you know? I don't want to give him a turn to do stuff. This is standard. I guess it's more true in like every other format, but this is not competitive Magic. This is Magic. Don't play it. Don't do it, Dev. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. For a Gnawing Vermin? For a 1/1, you know. Draw land off the underdog. It's green source too. I kind of like that. Urza assembles them Titans. Urza is assembling Titans. Okay. They didn't get a Planeswalker, but they did scry 3 to the top. Oh, no, they did get a Planeswalker's Jace. Ooh! Be careful what you wish for, right? If you want to mill yourself. Yikes. Alright, let's Vermin. Target ourselves, I guess. That Jace, though, dude. Jace's gonna be a problem. Swing in, they go to 10. And we draw a Lhurgoyf. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, so they just throw the Jace down for free, which is... it's good to be able to do that. It's great, actually. They're going to plus the Jace, so it goes to 6. Sace on a Jace is something else. It's not bad, man. Alright, so we just Lhurgoyf into underdog here. I think we'd rather resolve the Lhurgoyf? I think they're at 10, man. They're at 10, you know? We resolved it. That's good. They're at 10. 6 times 3 is 18. We have 38 cards in our... If they go Jace, Jace, we could lose. That's something they would totally do, isn't it? Screw it. I'm gonna underdog. Now what? Opponent is making disappear. Yeah, like I said, we'd rather resolve the Lhurgoyf, I think. But maybe they're just depopulate this turn. Again, you know, like Farewell. God, Farewell. It's gonna be Farewell. Kaya. Kaya's good. Kaya's a good card. Guys, we lose this game. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah. And they get a copy of the Goyf too. It's ridiculous. And Gnawing Vermin won't be killing anything. Or won't be dealing any damage. Oh, Keydoke. That's tough. So this is non-land permanent, right? Non-land permanent. Okay. And they mill us. We have 19 cards left. They also have Loyalty 1 on their Jace, so that's cool. Super cool. Let's resolve the Skyfisher. We're gonna die to the Kaya, though. We are going to die to the Kaya. Well, we kill the token, and we kill the Jace with the Spider and the Gnawing Vermin combo, so... It demonstrates that nicely. Yep. And then Kaya goes up 7. It's terrible. we might be able to... No, we can't, because if we... we stomp in the underdog here... Yeah, that sucks. Well, let's... We can't do it. We can't kill the Kaya. And we can't kill them in time either, so... It's just done, you know? Kaya's done. I was just talking about... Somebody asked me, in case it doesn't make the YouTube VOD, somebody literally just asked me what my favorite card from the set is. Here comes the Emperor. Jeez Louise, dude. Good game, opponent. But somebody just asked me what my favorite card from the set is, and I said Kaya. And, I guess that was my cue to lose to Kaya. I guess. We'll get back a Skyfisher because it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? None of this matters. Like, I could get back an Urborg Lhurgoyf or something, but none of it matters. We go first this time around. And that's good. I feel like we don't get to do that enough. So, and this deck probably really wants to. I guess I want a Prowler on too, unless I want a Loam Speaker on too. Do I want a Loam Speaker? Got a bunch of 2-drops, so we draw at least 3 lands. Like, if we draw 1 more land, then Loam Speaker on 2 is pretty good. Opponent goes Forest. That Forest usually means Generous Visitor. I don't know why I have that bias, but I do. This Forest screams Generous Visitor. It's a Venerated Rot Priest, so it's the modern day version of that deck. So our game plan just got different. We drew an Infernal Grasp, and they played a Venerated Rot Priest, so it's time to blow up the Rot Priest. That is 100% what we did. Also didn't draw the land, which kind of poopy, but whatever. So what they do this turn, they'll probably play another Rot Priest. They always have it, yeah. I told you. Oh, Dev can see the future, can't he? I don't want to play this Tyvar, but if we don't get a creature with it, then, like, sucks. It's a big, big piece of crap if we don't get a creature with it. I'm going for it. What if I got to lose? Chip on the ladder? Who cares, you know? Alright, we got a Prowler, so that's good. I think I want it. I want the Sprout or the Prowler. I'm going to block. So we want the Prowler. We did get a land. Good, good, good. We need that. It's one of the reasons I took the Prowler. I need this land. But now the graveyard's looking pretty stocked. We got 3 guys in it. Slaughter Singer comes down. You gonna come in with that Rot Priest guy? Oh, a Skrelv. That's not good. That's real ungood there. Now they're just coming at us. Like you do. Alright. Block. Death Bonnet Sprout is the draw. Alright. So how to spend this mana? We definitely Lhurgoyf. We could Prowler into Goyf, or we could just like Goyf Cankerbloom and kind of shell up as much as possible. Sucks that they're definitely getting through. Probably. I mean, I assume they use Skrelv to get through with something. We'll see though. Let's Lhurgoyf. No mills. Could just make the Goyf bigger, but no, let's Bloom. Cankerous Bloom, and then untap up to a creature, I guess. One of our new guys.
There's that second win.
It's just trying to find something else to do that turn. Something better, you know. But I guess if we draw untap land, we can do all 3 of the things in our hand next turn, but it kind of sucks because the 3 things in our hand aren't super high impact, you know. Gotta do better than that. Annex Sentry. Hitting what? Yeah, the Lhurgoyf. And then Skrelv to get something through. On, big guy. No, they're just coming in with everything, huh? Tough. Tough choice. Tough choice. Tyvar stand. They have Tyvar stand. That's what's going on. Yeah, told you. I mean, these decks are nothing if not extremely predictable, and that doesn't make them any, you know, easier to play against some of the time.
So long as
Let's get a dude back. Stickfingers is very tempting, isn't it? Very, very tempting. There's some trick I'm missing here. I guess we could use the Cankerbloom to bust up the Annex Sentry. That's pretty good. Is it good enough? I like it. Sure. Should probably just wait till their turn to do it, though. And Blanchwood Prowler. The Seiju, that's good too. Good too. Death Bonnet Sprout. And now we can spring the block on them a little easier with the Boseiju. But I should have done it while they were tapped out. Well, actually, we got a shot at this. Because they probably will use the Skrelv unless they attack with it. I wonder if they attack with it. Nail Biter. I could have played this different. That's true of most games. They did use Skrelv to make sure Slaughter Singer gets through. Okay. I wish that we had, well, it wouldn't matter if we had fingers. That's all they're doing. That's all they want to do is get through a Singer. Okay. Also, Venerated Rot Priest coming in. Interesting. So it's a 3/4 Rot Priest. That's pretty good. Let's Boseiju the Annex Sentry away. Can't Skrelv. Do they have another protection spell? They don't. Okay. So that's an 8/9 Lhurgoyf. It's pretty big. They get their land. Eight. So, I mean, we have to kill the Skrelv, like, this turn, and it's not going to happen. Yep, we drew a creature. Well, you're an artifact, so I guess I can just kill you with Canker Bloom. I can do that. And I need to do it, well, after we attack, I need to do it, I guess. Let's see if it gets blocked. Bing, bong, bang. Doot, doot, doot. I have 3 creatures in this case. Sure. See if they make the correct block here. The correct block, I think, would actually be Bloom. Because they can take this damage. No, they blocked the Lhurgoyf. Cool. Alright. Bong. They go to 14. They lose one of their Singers. Let's destroy target Skrelv. Now that I, remember what my cards do. Let's do that. Not only remember what my cards do, but remember what other cards are. Skrelv's an artifact. And double Loam Speaker to finish the turn off to make sure they don't have blockers. But we are at 8 poison, so we are riding the lightning here. Let's see if we can make it, Jawbone Duelist. It's the play off the top. Nothing else. So the question is here, can we swing away? There's an Infernal Grasp. Let's go. Let's go. Guess I'll kill the Singer. Hopefully. We'll see if they have Grasp, or not Grasp, but Tyvar Stand. They don't. They do still have a card in their hand, though. That's interesting. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. We can swing for 20 this turn, basically. But if they block the Goyf, they stay alive no matter what. But they do have to block. They have to take that block. Problem is, if we swing away and they do have protection spell, then we're in a lot of trouble. So I don't think we should come in for the kill this turn. Because if they have protection spell, like give the Jawbone Duelist indestructible, we're tapped out, So I don't love it. It's better just to wait a turn here. I know that we could, my math included by that 20 this turn, that math included making lands swing with Loam Speakers. They just go to 1. They go to 1. We didn't force the block on them. Crawling Chorus is the draw. Yeah, they scoop, but looking back on it, let me go back to this game here. We ranked up, even with what I honestly believe was kind of shoddy play that match. There's probably 2 or 3 situations where I either caught on too late to a thing or just didn't sequence things correctly. But I don't know if it was that poorly piloted. I really don't. But I'm kind of beating myself up over a couple things in this match, even though we ended up winning. But I'm still not sure about it. I think if I had it to do again there, I would swing with the Loam Speaker just to put lethal on, on them. So they must block with the Duelist. That way, even if they do have Tyvar stand, they can blow out the duelist block or whatever, or the Loam Speaker block. It doesn't matter. We still have 2 guys up to block, right? But ultimately, I think that was a misplay. That was probably the huge misplay. I basically gave them an extra turn when I probably was going to give them an extra turn anyway, but we could have, taken their duelist off the table, which is really important. But still, can't complain. Can't complain. We won. What's Sticky Tyvar? It's this. It's Stickfingers and Tyvar. Wow, how illustrative that we're able to actually get those 2 cards in our opener. Really wish we got the benefit of going first in this game, but not quite. Opponent starts on blue source. Uh-oh. Well, let's resolve a creature. That's usually a good thing to do against first turn island. Sega, but I felt like it hung a little bit there. Like they have Fading Hope. Alright, we put a Stickfingers into our yard, draw Takenuma. These are the good times. Could always Loam Speaker here, which seems okay. Definitely don't want to bring out Mr. Fingers yet. They are clicking through. It looked like it went straight to... But no, it didn't go straight through. There was a click there. They let our Loam Speaker through. Again, no counter spells yet. But only blue sources, and it's these islands. Again, these islands just always make me think mono blue for some reason. I'm a powerful blue gamer. I like blue. These are my islands. No land for the opponent. Mill of Tyvar. It's like the worst thing that can happen. But it does happen. Look at that. Look how long that's just sitting there, waiting. Like a grapefruit waiting for us to attack. Okay, opponent's still clicking through. They go to 18. Do we try to resolve this card this turn? Do we try to resolve this card? It's gonna get countered if they don't have any lands. They have a handful of counter spells. That's how this works. You know that too, Dev. You know that full well. Let's just Prowler. Even though, again, I don't know her that well. Let's try it. If they make disappear, I guess we have it loaded up. Yeah, let's just keep putting bodies on the table, kids. That's the way to go. Bunch of lands, but still got a creature in there. Good. Needed the land, too, for next turn. And I could try to stick this Fingers. I could try to stick Mr. Fingers. I'm not going to do it. That's gross. That sounded terrible. I really didn't mean for it to sound that bad either, but boy, did it sound terrible. They drew the land this turn, but they're mono blue, so they still don't play anything. It's good for them. What discipline. We mill a land into our yard. This poor Death Bonnet Sprout just cannot feast, you know? Alright, so they have to have hard counter for the Tyvar this turn. It's still likely that they have that. It really is. But let's see if we can just resolve a bunch of stuff. First, let's attack. Let's not attack with Loam Speaker. I don't think our opponent's going to spend mana, yeah. Because they know that we want to spend our mana on other stuff. But hey, if we whiff on the Tyvar, we get the Fingers. Maybe I should have done this in the opposite order, actually. Dev, one of the great thinkers of our time. Dev, ladies and gentlemen. I want to be able to untap the Loam Speaker, even though I don't really need to. My eyes got too big there. But yeah, they spell pierce? You're spell piercing? You're spell piercing. Okay. Let's pay that. Now you're going to make disappear? No, they negate. Okay, well, sure. 2 cards for 1 card? Alright. Neither one of those would have worked on the Stickfingers. That's dumb. I really did that in the wrong order. Why do you watch me? We mill a creature, Sprout gets big. That's good. I do have a Numa. Numa, yay. 3, 4, 5. Sure, swing away. Swing away. With these ones, you know? Weedle ones! Swinging in with the Usos over here. Let's, Sticky Fingers. Auto pay just 1. X equals 1? You gonna do it? You gonna counter him? That'd feel pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, that would feel pretty bad. But we got him on the ropes! Alright, there's the mill from the cast. It is a creature. Thirst for discovery. He's gonna be on the table, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be all over this table. Bang. Number 4. Be all over this table like a cake at a toddler's birthday party. Gonna be all over this table like a stripper at a... I gotta stop. Let's haughty Jin. That sounds good, opponent. Sounds nice. Let's not fall into the trap of Infernal Grasping it right now. That is a trap, mind you. Doesn't really matter, does it? Well, we get rid of with Sprout there. Or Hulk. Now it's a Hulk. Gotta put some respect on his name. Let's attempt to kill this Jin. If they spell pierce it, that's fine. Deal with it. Oh, they could also slip out the back. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. Quite haughty, in fact, aren't you? Alright, well, let's use the Lone Speaker to turn a forest into a boy. Why don't you have Vigilance? I want to Takenuma. I want to Takenuma this turn. Oh, we can, though. We can, because we have a Fingers. We have Eddie Fingers over here. It doesn't matter. They just die anyway. So, cool. It does... Whatever. Nothing matters. What's wrong with me? This is what happens when... So, do we Sprout turn 1 or Lone Speaker turn 2? If we don't draw a land, we should probably... Yeah, we should probably Lone Speaker on 2. Opponent drops Shipwreck Marsh. Pizza Man, 30-30. There, Grixis. Here comes Harvester. Still haven't drawn another land. Like, what is your deal tonight, dude? Why do you hate us? So we can't even play Magic these last few games. Alright, you're gonna kill it, you're gonna kill it, you're gonna kill it. Yep, land destruction by the opponent over there. They play Cut Down. And then we hold up Make Disappear. That's Grixis. We don't draw the land. Let's Llanowar Lone Speaker. We lose this game. Just throwing that out there. We lose it already. Yep. Yep, use all your removal on the dorks. I get it. It's fun. Land Destruction's a fun deck to play, though. And we're at 14 already. They have all their mana open. We still don't draw a land. We do get to play 2 guys this turn, I guess. If they let us. Come on, dude. Really? You're going to Make Disappear a gnawing vermin. Alright. Whatever. I guess. That's Death Bonnet Sprout. It's amazing. Here comes Corpse Appraiser. That hurts our Sprout a little bit. Yeah, because we did have 3 creatures in our yard. Now we have 2. God, perfect. Perfect. Perfect play. Perfect play. Yep. They don't attack. They don't attack us? Are you serious? No land! What? Dude. I swear. Still no land. No attacks. We milled the land this time. We were supposed to draw it. Cut down the Lhurgoyf. Okay, bud. They must have drawn that because they played it. Well, no. They didn't have to have drawn it. They spent all their mana on Appraiser. For what it's worth, opponent appears to kind of be stuck on mana too. I'm going to 7. And that way we can hopefully grow the Sprout this turn. Yep. Okay. We drew a land. We drew a land. We did it, baby. We did it. We drew the land. Oh my freaking god, we drew the land. Alright, let's come back. We can do it. We can do this.
We can win.
Push it to the limit. Push it to the limit. Do I want the bloom, actually? No, we want the fingers. We want the Urborg. And no tax. Alright, come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Booby, let's go. Yep, they braid the Hulk. God. All the answers. Here comes a land. Do you really have another removal spell for the Lhurgoyf? That would be awesome. That would be so good. Opponent has played a bunch of them this game. 2 cut downs, go for the throat, 2 make disappears, and an abrade. It's quite the collage of removal spells. I say so myself. Well, let's pop in for a chat because we can untap it. I'm not doing that with anything else. Sprout Fingers? Sprout Fingers? Anthony Sprout Tana? Is that what's going on? So stupid. Sorry. Alright, big boys in the yard. Milk shaking. Untap. The Goyf. Now do something, Grixis. Grixis, you have to do something. Do you not understand? You're in trouble over there. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Good card. Good card. It's not going to do it right now, though. Man. We're going to pull it off. We're somehow going to pull this off. All right. Anything in here that I really want that's worth my Tyvar? Cankabloom. Cankabloom pretty good there. What I could do... This is super fun, isn't it? This is fun. I wish I could actually, like, -1, something and it mattered. And it really mattered, you know? Opponent's at 15 over there. They have to block. They must block. I'm gonna do it. Let's get rid of this Tyvar. We have another one anyway.
We're in this together.
And at this point, you see... I don't know. I've got thoughts. But I'm just gonna get back a vermin, a varmint. Mill myself for 2. Cool. Let's Spider. Sacrificing vermin. Vermin triggers first. Corpse Braiser. Sure. And then target a non-land permanent Bloodtithe Harvester. Then they crew their Bank Buster. Swabs. Yep, here comes the Buster. Kill that. Corpse Praiser's a 2/2. Bing bong. They only have to block one of these guys, but I assume... Yeah, I kind of thought they'd go Corpse Appraiser on the block here. That's the only block you're going to take? Yeah, it is. It is. Now what? Alright, they... Okay, they discard the Fable with the Blood token and draw something else. Draw for turn. They have 3 in their hand. They get to pitch again here, so looking for answers. They get to filter a lot. 2 lands go to the yard. They draw 2 more. They do have 2 guys out, so do we. I don't think they're killing us this turn, but stranger things have happened. They go like Invoke Despair. Crap. Stickfingers. I could have sacrificed the spider and gained a bunch of life there. But I'm hoping that if worse comes to worse, we block with spider. We don't have to. Okay, we beat Grixis. We beat Grixis. My goodness. All that had to happen was they had to get stuck on lands for a minute, too. All right, we go first. That's good. So again, this curve is good. This curve is very good. Let's Death Bonnet. We're up against Miso over there. Good name. Underdog into the yard. We get a Deathcap Glade off the top. I'm going to go ahead and Goyf. I feel like this is correct. Sure. Another idea here, actually, would be to play the Loam Speaker. See, if we play the Loam Speaker here and our opponent kills it, then at least we can Tyvar, get it back. But I guess the mana doesn't do anything. I don't know. It doesn't matter either way, really. But if the opponent's going to remove something, I'd rather be the Speaker than the Goyf, right? Early game. Especially against this mana. Well, now they might have Infernal Grasp or something, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, they go for the Throat on the Loam Speaker, which is terrible. Well, now there's a Goyf in our yard, so I'll just get that one. It's Tyvar. Get the Goyf. It's going to be a big Goyf, too. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice turn 3. A plane. Look at this turn 3, guys. We got a 3/3, a 4/5, and a Planeswalker on turn 3 in Standard. All right. Opponent is Jund. Here comes Glissa. That's a good card, too. That's a really good card. We don't draw as good of a card. That's fine. I'm banging in, man. Come on, yeah, block the Goyf. That's fine, whatever. Opponent goes to 13. Untap the Hulk.
We can do
Let's
this all
play
day.
another Sprout. And let's Goyf. And we can even kick it once, which is cool. Glissa's a problem, though. Like, we have to actually have removal for that Glissa. We're in a bit of a bind, you know? Bang Buster comes down. You don't always see Buster and Jund. Sometimes you do. Fisher Spider in the yard. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I know I got rid of a creature there. I wanted to grow this. I can also fingers this turn. That's good. Push it. Push the damage, man. Block the Goyf, it's whatever. They can probably, they might be able to remove a creature here too with a spell. Nope. Not in this phase of combat, at least. They go to 6. Eddie Fingers. X equals 3. We milled 3 creatures into the yard, too. That's great. Let's, Tyvar. We'll get rid of him.
Clash again soon. Rally, my friend.
Get another Goyf? Yeah. It's like, is there something better? I don't think so. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know. They could, well, even burn down the house doesn't actually do anything. That'd be great for us. And then they scoop. We did it, everybody. We just put 40 power and toughness on the table on like turn 5, and that just tends to do it, you know? Opponent goes. This is a tough one. I really hope we draw untapped land. We did. Good. All right. Let's Death Bonnet. That untapped land means a world of difference. Up against, is it so far? Or is it? Mill land, draw land. Alright. That's fine. Forest. Swing. Bang. Loam Speaker. Gotta make disappear. You gonna make it disappear? Probably a good idea. If you gotta make disappear. There you go. Oh, bring the ending. It's that kind of party. Okay. Poison, but with red mana. There's the black mana. Okay. Grixis Poison, everybody. Everybody clap. Please clap. Let's pop him in the chops. I assume we're gonna get through. Yep. It did hang for a second though, didn't it? Gnawing Vermin, please. Actually, I'd rather you counter it, to be honest with you. That'd be pretty great. Vraska's Fall. Okay. So it gets rid of our Death Bonnet. And it does put a poison on us. That matters. We mill 2 lands into our yard with Vermin. What are you doing? What are you doing? I need some not lands? That'd be good. There's a bunch of lands in the yard right now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. God. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, wow. Close to half of our lands. We have seen, and there's 15 cards left in our library. Guess we'll play the Swamp this turn. We'd Skyfisher, but there's no reason to. I guess we'll just kick a Goyf. Do we kick this Goyf, actually? If we kick it, then they might make disappear. I actually think I'll attack first and see if they spend mana. They don't. But they did have to click through, didn't they? Didn't they have to do that? I say make disappear. I mean bring the ending, I guess. We've already seen one in this game. What if I ran out of Spider? What if I just ran out of Spider? They had to click through it. But they know it's just a 3/3 reach. But that's really good against Toxic Avenger. I'm just always going to call it that. Blue and black 2/1 flyer. Prologue to Phyrexia. We go to 3 poisons, so now they can just counter our spells. Distorted Curiosity. It's not the best news, actually. It's really not at all the best news. Brotherhood's End is the case that they gave me. Well, we can Lhurgoyf. Decline. I'm not worried about my life total. I'd rather have the creature in my yard. Alright, so here we can resolve both these men, and that will end the game. So, cool. Maybe. Let's Stickfingers paying 0 for him. Because kicking the Goyf is just better. And kick it. Goyfer. I hardly know her. So a 6-6 and a 6-7. Deal with that. Which isn't to say they can't. They might have like 2 Anoint with Afflictions, and that would just be terrible because it exiles, you know. It's like not even Tyvar would help us in that situation. Prologue is the case, though. We do have another Stickfingers in our yard. We could get back with a Tyvar. But they scoop. Thank God. Alright. They still had 5 cards in their hand, but apparently none of them keep them from dying, because we do have exactly lethal on the board. Oniverse is our opponent, and they get to go first, but the curve looks okay, so we'll try them out. Dismal Backwater. Okay. Okay. It's Death Bonnet. We'll get this thing going quick. Prologue. Oh my God, it's the same deck. But probably not Grixis this time. They also put a poison counter on us really fast. We probably won't need this Beseiju. Yeah, this is right. No, it's not. No, it isn't. This is correct. Well, we could spend 4 next turn. Nah, let's can't complete it. I just want to get damage on them, you know? And this is the correct way to do it. So we can double spell next turn. Infectious Inquiry draws them 2, loses 2. They put a poison counter on us. There's a Goyf in our yard. Let's Deathcap Glade. Any reason to do stuff before we attack? No. Swing in. Put him at 14. Speaker, because I got something to say. Let's Death Bonnet Sprout. Maybe I should have Vermined. Maybe I should have Vermined, because it had a chance to make these grow next turn. Prologue, we go to 3 poison, so need to worry about that, but we have 2 open mana here. They can Anoint with Affliction something. They can Drown in Icor too. The more likely play. No, Anoint. Okay. Again, that exiles. We don't like that. Yes! So one of them grows, but the other one doesn't. I'm just double checking things here. Let's get in. That's a lot of damage. 3, 6, 7. They go to 7. Any sweepers in your deck? They do sometimes play Path of Peril, right? I don't know. I'm going to Spider because I don't think that if they sweep, they have anything that can kill the Spider and the Hulk at the same time. Distorted Curiosity. I think we're just pushing damage. It'd be great to draw the one Tenacious Underdog in the deck so we can push through the rest of this damage this turn. Anoint with Affliction is the play. Into Prologue, we go to 4 poison, but we still have lethal on the board and they're tapped out. So good game. We are gonna rank on up to plat. I never really play ladder off stream, and I only stream like once a week, and I'm trying to remedy that problem. I'd like to stream at least twice, if not 3 times a week. But because we only ladder for like 3 hours a week, my rank is always terrible. So ranking up to platinum is actually like something. Kind of, you know. But we did it. Apparently this deck beats poison.